Lab 10.2 Gen AI, Preparing a Sales Variance Analysis Visualization. This walkthrough video is created using ChatGPT 5.3. The decision-making context for this lab is that the manager of the Cedar division at Heartwood Cabinets would like to prepare some detailed variance analysis to evaluate sales performance over the past 6 months for each product line. We're going to use monthly sales data and budgeted sales standards to calculate overall sales variances and the sales price variance and sales volume variance for each product line. We're going to also create a bullet graph visualization to examine variances and a bar chart to examine sales price and sales volume variance. We're going to be able to answer questions like, how does actual sales performance compare to expected, which product line performed the best, which product line performed the worst, and what factors would contribute to this result. All right, so open your GPT tool and navigate to where you've saved your data. Open dataset 10.2 Gen AI, and then enter the first prompt, which is basically telling the tool what the data contains, monthly sales data for Cedar division, and then ask it to list the types of products and variables in the data set so that we can confirm that the data loaded correctly. And it has produced us some data. It tells me that that there are 5 data cabinet styles, which is correct, and that the variables in the data set are listed here, and I can compare to make sure that they match the data dictionary. Next, I'm going to create a prompt that tells it to build my bullet graph. First, I'm going to tell it how to calculate actual revenue and budgeted revenue. Then I'm going to say prepare a bullet graph for each product, show the actual revenue as the primary measure, which is the bar, and the budgeted revenue as the secondary measure, which would be the line or the target. I want the bar to be blue and the line to be black so that it's easy to determine whether the product line meets the target. I want all of the products combined onto one chart, and then I'm specifying that I want this prepared in ChatGPT and not as a download Excel, because the Excel reports don't work correctly when you try to make a bullet. And this looks pretty good. It didn't give me a black bar because it looks like it gave me a different color for each product, which honestly is okay for what I'm trying to accomplish. You could do further prompts if you wanted to. The one thing I see here that is important is slab is our one product line that is not meeting or that is meeting expectations, and so you can see the target is shown within the actual to show that it's succeeding. For our next prompt, we're going to ask it to build a bar chart to analyze the sales price variance and the sales volume variance, but we need it to calculate sales price variance and sales volume variance, so we give it those specific calculations and then say use those new values to create the bar chart for each variance by product type. So the tool has produced this sales price and sales volume variance visualization. It looks good. I might go back and reprompt it and ask it to add data values so you could see the amounts on each variance column, but otherwise this looks pretty good. So we're going to move on to prompt 4, where we're going to basically share the story. So ask ChatGPT to use the analysis performed to answer 2 questions. For which product line is the Cedar division missing its sales revenue targets, and for which and what do the sales price and sales volume variances reveal about sales trends, and use this to provide helpful insights and recommended actions for management. It provides some results here, noting that all but slab are missing the target, and then explaining what the positive price variances look like and the negative volume variances. So basically we're selling less, although we're charging more. Big picture trends, we're winning on price, losing on volume. So management might need to reevaluate their pricing strategy. Maybe the prices are too high, and so on. So evaluate the insights that the tool gives you. Think about what that means in the context of your company, and then provide these insights to management. And with that, we are done with Lab 10.2 Gen AI.